We are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy.
Dummy. Conspiracy dummy. Ladies and gentlemen, the future president of the United States.
Hey, welcome to Conspiracy Dummy, the conspiracy podcast that's too legit to quit. I am your host, Double D, your future president. Joining me on the podcast, we have the day ones right here. Right here to my left is the vice president, JC. What's good, homie?
Welcome.
And sitting next to him is the future governor of state, Dennis.
Yep.
And last but not least, we have the future speaker of the house right here, Mario. What's good, homie?
What it do, baby boo?
What's up? Today we're doing the second or 2 year anniversary, man. I don't know what episode this is gonna be, but it's gonna be cool.
Yes.
2 years. Shit's
2
crazy,
years.
huh? 2 years we've been doing this shit, man. It's awesome. How do you guys feel about that?
It's crazy how much time passes, but how time is kind of relevant in that same regard, because we're obviously living through these moments, right? As kind of everyday minutes, but looking back at it, wow, that shit fucking happened all fast, right?
Time flies.
Well, I don't know if it's just me getting older or what, or is time really moving fast? Is it like a thing we can measure that time is moving faster?
Well, no, that's
or is it just our perception?
that's the general
of it?
theory of relativity and shit. Is that when does it move fast? How do we perceive it to move fast and slower at certain times?
Because when you're young, you're not really focusing on time as much. When you get older, the clock's ticking for a lot of things, you know what I mean? So it's just how we perceive it, I believe.
We are traveling through space.
We're all time traveling.
Quite a fucking, fast rate. You know what I mean?
For real.
That does kind of affect us here on the surface, I would imagine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then...
Well, yeah, the world spins at 800 miles per hour now or some shit like that.
Well, not only that, but we're also rotating around the sun at a certain rate.
If the world stops spinning, don't we go flying?
Yeah.
I wonder, the flat earthers, how do they see it? Does the world still spin?
I know, what the fuck is the sun, right? What the fuck is the moon?
Is it just like a pizza? Just tossed into the air, just spinning like that?
Who knows what the fuck they believe?
That's crazy, huh? To think, though, but back then, bro, 1,000 years ago or more, I don't know what the fuck. People thought that, bro. And if you thought otherwise, you're put to death. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. To think that the world was round and shit.
Just the fact that you're challenging the accepted belief of that time.
Yeah.
It's enough to even land you in jail or get you killed.
For real. It's those dudes Socrates and Plato, I don't know, but Aristotle, those guys are I think some of them were put to death for teaching certain things like that.
Yeah.
It still happens to this day. It still happens to this day, though, but we call it religion.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
No, we call it patriotism, bro. That's exactly what the different,
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just the things that are done in the name of God. It's crazy, huh?
In the name of progress, yeah. I would imagine, sometimes I have these, because I saw, Battlestar Galactica. And I hate to spoil the ending for you guys, but everybody ends up back here on Earth, right? And oh, wow, this is where it all started. Wow, crazy. And it's okay. they're like, well, why don't we just stay here and start again? And I was like, okay, imagine it's me, right? And the world ends and I come back down to Earth and I'm all right, so I'm gonna start this shit over again. And then all these people start fucking doing their own thing, start acting all fucked up. How am I gonna get them all to do the same shit, right? Yeah. Fucking tell them, go bring up a fucking mass load of text that says the same shit.
Wow.
That you need some kind of fucking rules or something, huh? Something. To
I
go
mean,
by.
man, dude, like
Speaking of that shit, you know the Georgia Guidestones? I think we talked about it before,
Yeah.
right? Recently, they bombed the fuck out of it. Somebody
They
did.
took them down.
Or something, huh? Somebody placed a bomb right there and took down a pillar or some shit.
the Guidestones. Which ones?
Was it in Georgia?
Just to like look both
Like
ways when you
the
cross the
America's
street.
Stonehenge.
Yeah, it's like America's Stonehenge.
Wow.
And it tells you like it's like a set of rules. Like if we were to have like a post-apocalyptic world,
Probably the first laws of
yeah, those are like the first laws that we need to go by or some shit. And it's
Wow.
crazy shit too, man. And I think it says you have to keep the population at 500 million. Yeah.
That's one of the rules.
Shit, that's fucking psycho, dude. That's not even that many people.
I don't know, man. And it makes you think, like, all the shit that, like, the virus and stuff going on right now. Is it something that's, like, what they're fucking with food? You know what I mean? The farmers and shit, you know?
Well, even thinking even more like kind of abstract and kind of weird, right? Like imagine, I would think of that movie, fucking Avengers, and that guy Thanos. He's like, the universe finite, resources are finite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's too many motherfuckers. What are we gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like there's some kind of over fucking correcting algorithm going on, like as we're all being born. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for sure. And there's some real life villains, bro. I don't know, but they look like that Klaus Schwab dude. You guys seen that guy?
that sounds like
Charles
a fucking
Schwab.
diehard fucking
Klaus
you know,
Schwab.
villain.
Klaus Schwab.
Yeah, he's fucking
Charles Schwab. No fucking insurance and shit.
Yeah, no. What were you gonna say?
Nah, I think he's like the head of this WEF, whatever that is. He's like the president of that shit.
Sounds like some insurance shit.
And then I don't know, with the stick accent, he looks like a Bond villain, bro. And he's I think he wrote a book called The Great Reset, and he's the guy that's saying you are not gonna have nothing and you're gonna be happy. Saying in the future that we're gonna be fucking slaves basically, or some shit. You know what I mean?
Always.
You're not gonna own a car. You're not gonna own a home. Everything is just gonna be like basically rented to you and shit.
That would suck.
Kind of how it is right now.
Like they don't even want to build homes. They just want to build like apartment complexes and just build up. You know what I mean? Just build up now and shit.
To fit more people in.
I mean,
I don't
like
know what the fuck, bro.
let's just say even after you buy your house, right? After you pay it off,
Fucking lit that shit up.
I'm sure you're just like still like a large amount of taxes
Yeah. What do you think about that, Dennis? You should
involved all the time,
Well,
right? So
It's funny you're talking about this because I was just recently doing some continuing education for
Yeah.
real estate,
know. Yeah.
and the legal updates. I didn't even know this that they put so much emphasis in updating the legalities of water rights.
What?
They were really talking. I was reading
Yeah, 'cause
about
you
water
charge
rights.
for it, right?
They're saying that between 2010 and 2060, they're expecting an increase of water usage by 160%.
Easy.
And the current usage in Texas, 80-something% goes to irrigation. You know, just like to water the fields and water your lawns and shit.
Yeah.
9% goes to municipal, individual, citizen use. 9%. But they're saying in the future, we're gonna be consuming like 160% more, and that the civilians are going to be making that about 47, almost 50%, the total water usage, and the irrigation should be coming down to 40-something% too.
Yeah.
So it means that they're expecting huge population boom, and they're expecting us to somehow reduce water, right?
Yeah, man.
But I'm just like, dude, there's places like in West Texas, there's no watershed.
Yeah.
There's basically no river, no water, nothing that
Dried
goes
the fuck
into
up. Yeah.
that part of Texas. And so it's interesting because they're really putting emphasis on below subsurface water rights, surface water rights,
they have to.
all of that, and it's controlled by the state. And now there's permits that you got to do if you want to pull water. I mean, it's pretty. I didn't know all this, but it seems like water is going to be a huge resource in the future we're going to be fighting over.
They don't even let motherfuckers capture rainwater.
Yeah.
Some places don't, yeah.
They don't advertise water, do they? Like everything else. Mario said something pretty smart the other day. What did you say about advertisement?
2 + 2 is 4.
No, they do.
No, what was it that you said? For reals?
Like Fiji water
like
and
when
Ozark and all that
Like,
shit.
you know, when you see an advertisement on TV that they're trying to sell you bullshit, you know? You don't got to advertise good shit.
Yeah, that's like, because real shit doesn't need to be advertised, you know what I mean? And then you don't see motherfuckers advertising water because they know you're going to go out and fucking buy that shit.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yes.
What's a necessity?
It's a necessity. But
I
there's
mean,
certain
because
things they
water
don't
comes
really-
from different parts of the planet. You know what I mean? So everybody's got to have like their little piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it is in the Bond movie.
Klaus Schwab?
No,
Yeah.
they think they're looking for oil, but really they want the water that's underneath the city or some shit like that. It's more valuable.
Well, that's what's going on. I think, has been going on in like California with like farming and all like irrigation, that they're like drilling and kind of like emptying these like aquifers, and land is being like kind of, you know, sinkholes and all that kind of noise. So that's like, fuck, okay.
Well, the point
like,
is that all of that is just symptoms of us consuming a lot more water.
Mm-hmm.
Like recently, Jacob's Well in Texas,
Yeah.
for the fourth time in history, it stopped flowing, and that's a natural spring.
I want to go there. I want
So
to check that out.
You can't go no more.
Oh, for real?
You can't, I mean, you can go hike around there, but
Yeah.
you can't get in
Damn.
because it's just not flowing anymore.
What about Hamilton Pool?
I don't know about that. I think
I want to
that's
check
still
those.
right.
I want to check those places out, man.
Right before they dry up.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, hell yeah. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Yeah, and you guys hear about like a lot of farmers and shit too? Like they're losing their land. They're fucking with farmers too and stuff like that. And you got like Bill Gates buying up a lot of farmland, and it makes you question things like that too. Like what are they doing? Like what are they prepping for? Why are they like starving out farmers and shit?
I think they just made farming an industry, a huge business where it used to be a family thing.
Yeah. Try to patent everything, huh? Even fruit,
Yeah.
seeds, and everything like that.
Yeah, it used to be where you could go to your local farmer and pick up, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But now you just gotta order it from Amazon.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to get it to.
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
glad
man.
I don't use Amazon.
right, you got to use like, go to like your local farmer's market.
Yeah. It's true, man. No.
But yeah, 2 years passed by so fast.
Yeah.
I remember in high school being like, oh man, 2 years to go until I turn senior. But now it's like 2 years ago was what? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
2 years ago was COVID. I mean, we're in right in the heart of fucking COVID and shit.
We're still dealing with COVID.
I mean,
still
yeah.
dealing with COVID. That's crazy, huh? It's fucking like 100 and something degrees out there, and it's still. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. It's crazy though. 2 years, man. Yeah, and then out of 2020, this shit was created during that shit, dude. I was just bored. I was like, fuck. It was like this shit was bought with stimulus money. I was just like, fuck it, let's do something. And I got you guys, just rounded everybody up, and let's do a podcast, and it's pretty cool, man. I think, dude.
I mean, yeah, that was like the birth of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But I've been telling Joaquin for like years, like over a decade. Let's do a podcast.
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
glad,
been a while.
Yeah, and I'm glad we did it because I don't know what the fuck we'll be talking about. I still don't know what to talk about, but I guess yeah, man. It just lit a fire under my ass.
Just keeping it real,
It
dude.
does, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's a cool
Especially because
experience.
like, not to interrupt, but it's like you do a good one, and it just gives you kind of like a little bit more juice to do another good one.
Oh yeah, for sure. And not only is this the 2-year anniversary for Conspiracy Dummy, it's also the 1-year anniversary for Artist Kind as well. Well, me and Joaquin,
Yeah.
man.
This is true.
This is true.
Whoop whoop.
This is the way. Hey, let me see what else to have. I have some other, did you guys hear about the Lochness monster may be real? Scientists just said that they found fossils of like a, what do you call those kind of dinosaurs? The
Megalodon.
paleos?
Oh.
Paleontologist?
We've
Oh,
only managed to map
Fuck, what's the name?
like 9% or 10% of the ocean's
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
only mapped, right, 10% of that shit.
Yeah.
We don't even know what's out under there.
I mean, we
Sure.
know more about fucking space and shit and other planets than we probably know about the ocean.
We
Oh,
do. We do with the James Webb telescope. We see, like, we have badass pictures of that.
Yeah.
But we still can't penetrate 7 kilometers, 4 kilometers down into the water.
We can't even drill that fucking deep into the fucking Earth's
There's so much
mantle or
pressure,
wherever the
dude.
fuck.
That's crazy.
Takes forever.
So much pressure.
Well, go ahead. What you
I was gonna say they drill like a mile or two, and it takes them like a whole month or two.
Damn.
What's the furthest? Has it been like 7 miles or something like that? Or how deep
There was
no one's
that.
ever been able to drill?
There's that. They say it's a fake story, but I don't know if it's a real story. The one they drill in Russia.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
When
a
you
true
hear
story.
the screams of hell.
I don't know about that, but
Oh.
that's I think that's a YouTube video that somebody came up with shit.
Oh, okay. It's crazy deep though.
Maybe we can play it right
It's
here.
like the deepest
I know.
ever.
I'll
Yeah,
find
yeah.
it. I'll find it.
It's-
And I'll play it. But yeah.
What's the deepest hole they've drilled?
They call it, I think, the Borla Super Bore. It's in Russia, Siberia, I think.
Yeah, somewhere.
And they
around.
drilled 12,800 and something meters.
What the fuck?
And that's, think about it, that's 12 kilometers.
They tapped
down
into
in that
some shit. Yeah.
And they said that they couldn't drill, not because they didn't have more equipment, but because the thing was just so much pressure and so much heat. The drill bit would just get smashed in there, and it's just like
Butter.
just get fossilized, kind of just fuse itself with the hot rock.
Yeah.
Right. It's
And
essentially.
it's so hot and so much pressure, and they just couldn't go. They physically, mechanically could not go past that.
There has to be a sound. Like
It-
if you look at
yeah.
it, it's like a mechanism. It's moving and
Well,
shit.
it makes
right?
you wonder what kind of why did they stop? Is their story really true? And because they were sending
Right.
down equipment, they were
Yeah.
sending down a bunch of equipment down into the hole to get all these kind of measurements. It's hard to say what kind of measurements they actually came up with. Did they find like a cave? Is it hollow? You know, what's down there? Is there like, was it really dangerous, or did they see the destruction of humanity?
Yeah, like some
The-
Hollow
the
Earth shit.
yeah, like the Demogorgon comes out.
Shit, that's
It's
fucking
it's
crazy.
just hard to say because one, they're
It's like fucking Narnia down
can't,
there and
You can't
shit.
trust in Russians, so you gotta just kind of try to come up with whatever reason. But yeah, dude, that's the farthest we've ever been able to drill on
Damn.
on land.
That's crazy, dude.
Does space have a sound? You think? Did they ever say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
It's static.
yeah.
That's what static is. That's
Space.
the echo from the Big Bang is like. That's what that shit is.
Okay.
It's like a long echo, huh? Like an ohm.
Yeah.
Ohm. That's what I heard. I heard that it's like an ohm. Like
how-
ohm.
How could
No,
you-
it's literally like radio static. That's what that is. That's what you're hearing.
When you think about it,
Although there is no like sound in a vacuum, so you're not gonna fucking stick your head out in space and hear some shit. But
well, like we were just talking about, like our planet, if it makes a sound, you know what I mean? Like it's working. And you have millions of planets out there doing the same shit.
well, let me ask you this: if a fucking tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
I would think so.
It does
Yeah.
make a sound.
It's
you just don't
that-
fucking hear it.
That's what I'm saying. Like does that like But there's no one around.
In
like
space, they don't hear you scream. They can't hear you scream and shit.
can't hear shit in space.
I wonder what the astronauts hear when
They
they,
don't-
go off on like when they used to go on the moon, and they're in their suits and shit.
They're fucking plugged in
You
the whole
can't
time,
hear.
dude.
Oh,
There's nothing out. There's no. Basically, like there are no like molecules out there, so the sound cannot travel. That's why you're able to hear like underwater so fucking good, because it's so dense, right? That you can fucking bam, like the instant you hear something, you can fucking pick it up like miles away. But like and then like obviously there's wind, so there's that factor too. But like it's not so dense in the air, so that's why you can't hear things like as well.
that's crazy.
And then there's nothing in space, so like nothing can travel. So there's
Just
like there's no explosion sounds. There's no fucking from the fucking engines. It's just fucking nothing.
Well, yeah, it's like the sun's a ball of flaming.
Yeah, yeah,
whatever,
it's
but we don't hear it burning.
Exactly, for
Yeah.
sure. We have to like imitate that noise and put it in movies because that makes sense to us, but in reality, like what would there be?
Yeah. I don't know.
I know, I just kind of like went all quiet for a second, like
I'm
shit,
thinking-
what would it be? That's why, dude, like I remember playing golf out there in like I think it's Painted Dunes in El Paso. It's like in the desert, right? And it's like at least far off, at least back in when I played it, it's like far off from pretty much anything else. It is dead fucking silent out there, bro. To where, you know, if the wind's not blowing, it's like eerily quiet. And I don't fucking like that shit either, dude. Like, as much as like a lot of noise and honking and noise pollution comes from the city, it is weird not to hear anything. Like, can you imagine traveling through space and you're not gonna hear shit, but just like the ship kind of, you know, malform and fucking stretch and shit? Damn,
Fuck
spaceship.
that would be fucking like.
that or even underwater and shit, dude.
I think it's that movie. Was it the fucking was it The Martian with Matt Damon where he gets the
Mission to Mars. No.
Matt
no,
Damon.
it's he's the Martian where he gets stuck on Mars.
Is it
Yeah, Martian.
Martian.
Yeah.
He has like city noise, like traffic and shit, because one of the astronauts can't sleep or something.
Oh shit. He's going crazy and shit without noise, huh?
Yeah, dude.
I guess it's the shit we don't notice that we, you know, it's part of our fucking our daily lives
Yeah.
that we tune out.
Yeah, dude. When I'm working from home by myself, I have to have something playing, just to have some kind of noise.
Oh yeah, me too, for sure. Something in the background, huh? Even at nighttime too, man. I like to have like a fan. I might have the AC on, but I still have the fan going. So I just like the sound of the fan.
Shit, even in the womb, bro. Even in the womb, you're hearing shit. As to when that starts, I don't know. Whatever, but.
Yeah, that's why you hear your mother's heart or some shit. That's why there's that formula to music. It's like the same to the rhythm of the. Oh, that's all good, man. Let me see what else do I have. Yeah, so we talked about the Lochness. Yeah, I guess they were saying that they found some fossils in fresh water and shit. Normally they find it like in the ocean and stuff like that, like, you know. But this kind of proves maybe these kind of creatures, these big creatures, probably lived in these rivers at one time. Also, scientists just discovered a lost city in the Amazon, man. They're still finding shit out there, bro. It's fucking cool as fuck.
That place. I guess, you know, like, without having ever traveled, you know what I mean? Like, as you know, as speaking as someone that hasn't ever traveled, pretty much like outside of the Southwest United States, I have no concept of the scale of the planet outside of like what I've seen in books and TV and fucking, you know, globes and shit like that.
Northwest.
Exactly. You know, I have really like, so like something like deep in the jungles, you're still finding shit. I'm like, damn, how fucking big is this fucking place, dude?
Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, they're still finding shit, dude. And
Yeah, dude.
Is it just because of the terrain that you just can't like get through that shit enough?
the topography.
To kind of like
Need a
map
boat?
it? Probably, yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, and fucking crazy ass creatures and bugs
And
and
Anacondas.
Speaking of like big fish and big animals and shit, the scientists declared 2 of the largest freshwater fish to ever lived extinct.
oh yeah.
in China. These Yangtze River sturgeon.
Yeah.
But dude, if you look at pictures of them, they're fucking massive. So those fishes have been in that river
They look prehistoric
for
and shit, huh?
for
know
like
what you're talking about,
thousands
yeah.
of years, and they just now like yesterday declared them like extinct.
That's crazy, bro.
So when you say there's Loch Ness monsters, there's probably monsters that have been lived and died that we never even got to fucking explore.
it's probably like an underwater race or some shit of people at one time.
There's just so much unexplored territory down there, dude.
Like
Who
fucking
knows
like
who?
like Namor, Prince Namor. What are you guys' thoughts about that? I want to talk about that if you guys are cool with it. About Prince Namor, the Submariner, being Aztec or Maya instead of an Atlantian or whatever. You guys familiar with that?
I think it's still probably gonna be from Atlantis. It's just gonna be like in that region of you know, probably the Yucatan and shit like that.
Oh, okay,
you know
okay.
what I mean?
Just
Where-
like switch it up, huh?
instead of like it being like in the Pacific Ocean. I mean, it probably still isn't, but you know, like off like it's not really even ever said where like Atlantis is, and like kind of like they're probably thinking it was like probably around what like Pompeii or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, or somewhere.
But anyways,
Yeah.
like in the comic books, it's just like all over the ocean. The place exists. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not like he's like in, Florida, and he's like taking his, all the way down.
I don't know. Like,
But I think it's cool, man, that like we have some representation now.
fuck yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's cool. We're the first fucking. Think about it, dude. You got Prince Namor.
I love the character, dude. I
Yeah,
think
me
he's such
too.
a fucking cool,
He's
fucking like asshole, like witty, quippy,
Anti-hero, right?
I mean, if you want to call him
He's
that,
like a
he's like
villain
a
too?
king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's just fucking swaggy. Like
He's
he
half-
fucking dishes out burns
He's half human. He's
to
half,
like
yeah.
everybody, bro. He's
Indian
talking to
burns.
Doctor Doom. He's like, whatever, bitch. You
He's
suck.
half human and half Atlantean and shit. He's like a mix, and then they're gonna playing him, and he's the first mutant as well. So think about it. In the movie,
I mean, in the comics, he is. I mean, who knows what they're gonna say in the movie?
yeah, who knows what they're gonna say? But it'd be cool, man, if they do. Like, think about it. He's the first mestizo. He's the first mixed blood. So using a Hispanic or a Mexican actor for the character of Namor now and shit, that's pretty cool. I think so.
I don't know, man. Like, if you think about that, shit happened like in the 1400s, right, and beyond, or you know what I mean?
Oh, that, yeah, like the 1500s and shit, like the
Like,
conquistadors and all that.
you know what I mean? It has to have been this place had to be older than that. So you know what I mean? This has to be like some kind of fucking like Inca or some shit like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
But anyways, they're probably gonna like have like some kind of alien involvement. But like the thing is like Atlantis has been there since like the world's been here.
Yeah.
So it probably will just kind of like be some kind of like mixture of like, oh look, what happened?
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know.
The world is. I mean, we're even kind of like. The world gets kind of older and older as the fucking headlines kind of come out, dude.
Well, they've proven that like it flooded at one point, like the Bible says.
Yeah.
So that's trippy.
That's what they talk about the, whatchamacallit, the Tatarias. Have you heard of that shit? Tataria, they were supposed to be around that time. Like, it's like something that's been erased from history. Who knows? But during that time, too, there was like a great flood they talked about.
Was obviously if they're finding like signs of ancient civilization in the Amazon.
Yeah.
How long ago were they fucking living there? Like badass. Because the way they describe these cities are like fucking huge, big, badass cities.
Oh, yeah. Fuck
Yeah. There's so
And
much
the
shit going on.
jungle's overtaking it, so it's just like trippy, like what happened back then.
Yeah.
Fucking jungle just swallowed cities whole.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
it
Like
turns into dust, right?
I was saying that. My bad. I was about to say that. Like I saw this TV show called Life After People or Life After Humans.
Yeah, yeah.
About, yeah.
And yeah, nature comes back with a vengeance, bro. If you ain't around to fuck with it, that shit'll fucking swallow your shit up.
That's trippy.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. What you guys' thoughts, like your predictions for like this next couple of years to come, I guess?
Well, I
No.
definitely think like,
You got midterms and then,
oh shit,
election in 2 years again. It's gonna get amped up, bro. It's gonna be crazy and shit. There's gonna be a lot of stuff happening.
I think yeah, we're gonna start seeing a lot more fucking a lot political shit happen.
for sure.
Yeah, but it's not just us now. I think that the whole world is mostly all going to shit.
Oh yeah,
Like, I don't know if y'all been hearing about what's going on in China.
What's going on?
Yeah, people are trying to make cash runs from the banks, and the banks are not giving them their deposits back, and
Oh shit! But
then some
man.
people are like, they stop paying their mortgages because they're not building these houses, and
I think they're go by that social credit score shit, right?
and then the one child policy is like making sure their population's gonna decline, and that's just a big country that we depend on and we get a lot of our shit from. That's what I'm saying. Other countries are gonna start kicking in and affecting us too, like the war in Russia.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is affecting everyone.
We're so much more globalized that I feel like if America really is a superpower, this is when we got to go taking control of that shit. If
Mhm.
not, we're gonna be suckers for whatever happens in other places.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, dude. I think I good things will be happening in 2 years. I know we'll for sure still be kicking,
Yeah.
For sure,
but I
for
feel
sure.
like a lot of things are just gonna get tougher for people.
Yeah, for reals, man. Especially if all that shit is true, like that great reset and all that, like this motherfucker's saying. Oh, we're not gonna have anything and we're gonna be happy. Like if things are slowly changing, like maybe be getting like that social credit system thing. What's it called, that shit that's over there in China?
I don't know.
You never heard about
Yeah, the social credits though. I've heard about it, but I don't know enough to
that?
comment.
Me either, but it's like when they really know everything about you, that's gonna get scary, bro. They kind of already do.
They already do.
Yeah, I was gonna say they already do.
Not knowing about shit doesn't stop Danny from talking about it, bro. What's that shit? You know about it, right? No. Well, anyways, fucking this shit happened.
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
I don't have any much else to talk about, I guess.
What are y'all's thoughts for 2 years?
Other than make some dead presidents represent us, shit. I don't know. Hopefully we be doing more podcasts, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. More episodes
More
for sure.
episodes and better episodes.
I'm thinking like some more animated shit, man.
That'd be
Like,
cool.
You know,
Hell yeah.
talking heads.
And I also like when we go do on-site things.
Oh yeah, me
we
too,
can go
man.
over to JFK before Brandon moves.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shit.
I'm down for all that too. Some field work and shit.
Yeah.
So
Go fishing and see if we can fish Lochness.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
See if we can find like a. Never mind. No shit.
What are you
I
gonna
was gonna
say?
say we go find like a fucking like a cave or some shit. Fucking just go as deep as it goes.
I'm down.
There's some in Austin right there too.
Yeah.
I wanted to
totally.
do some deep sea diving.
Fucking. Oh, like
Or
some,
was that what you're talking about?
no, like
In a
fucking
cave.
like spelunking and shit
Oh,
like that.
spelunking, that'd be dope too.
I'm down.
I just forgot what it was called. I was like, what the fuck was that
With
shit?
water or without water, caves are dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
That's just kind of scary though at the same time, bro.
I mean,
You can't be fucking around too much, you know what I mean? Because you could easily fuck yourself up.
but caves are they're so primal, right?
Yeah.
You go into them, you're like, oh shit, this is
This is my house.
Kinda my-
If-
my
if-
ancient
If this is
be-
back in the day, this
first
would be my
bedroom.
house.
yeah, right.
Definitely post up in this
Start
cave.
decorating and shit.
Yeah, I'm always wondering, would I bone here in this cave? Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Lay a fucking bearskin rug on the floor. Yeah.
I guess that's why they call it a man cave, no? When you have your fucking shit decked out. You're fucking,
Yep.
Yep.
we're born to
It's like
live in
this
caves.
place, this studio, this podcast thing.
I know,
so
I
it's like
gotta-
a man cave.
Do something with it. Make it dope. Somehow.
It is dope.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah. Deck it out with some more shit.
Maybe like a different tablecloth or some shit.
Something that's all torn up. Fuck yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man. We're just thankful and happy and how everything's going in life and shit. And it's cool. You know, we did something and we're continuing to do it and it's fun. I like it.
Heck yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you for being a part of it, man. For sure. All you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, guys. Thank you guys. Peace.
Peace.